All right, gang, we're back with our CrossFit and at-home Metcon for Wednesday, April 14th. 3 rounds today, 4 different movements. Once again, going off of that base cycle, that foundation building. Our goal is to build as much volume as we can not build as much volume, but maintain as much volume as we can over the course of this workout. So movement number 1 is goblet squats. On this goblet squat today, pick a weight that's going to allow you to move for the full minute without setting it down. You can use a dumbbell or kettlebell, shoulder width stance, toes pointed out slightly. Make sure those hips initiate by going back, keeping our belly tight throughout the movement, challenging our depth, going as deep as we can without letting those heels lift up or knees cave in. No chest diving either. And then last little detail I want you to look for, make sure that this low back doesn't tuck under in the bottom. A lot of times we can go a little bit deeper, but we're losing muscular tension in the legs. We're putting a lot of pressure on the low spine by letting that tail tuck under. Keep those hips pushed back so that you have a neutral spine from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. And then as you stand, think about squeezing your belly, squeezing your butt at the top. Minute 2 today, alternating V-ups. Back in that hollow position for our start. Coming up, touching opposite hand to opposite toe. Try not to swing both hands up at the same time. We do want a little bit of a twist here. So leave this opposite hand down towards the ground as you sit up. Also, be sure those shoulders are getting up as well. A lot of times on this movement, people will swing the foot. They're not really getting their shoulders off the ground. If you find yourself having to bend your knee to get to your toe, let's go with an alternating tuck up instead. One leg stays long while that other knee bends up to that balance point, still though getting those shoulders up high. And then if we can't maintain that hollow position in the bottom, we can go with 30 seconds of one knee bent, other leg straight sit up. And then as you sit up on these, because this is going to put us in a similar position, you're going to reach over across that front toe, come back down, 30 seconds on one side, and then 30 seconds on the other side. Movement number 3, single leg squat to box. So even if you have your pistol squat, you can do that full freestanding single leg squat. I want you to use that box as a depth gauge. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can use a bench or a shorter box. But the idea is we're going to build the muscles around the low quad as well as the connective tissue around the knee. So we're going to load up over the knee a little bit more on these. Keep your weight centered over this base leg. Reach long with this front foot, similar to if you were doing a pistol squat, but don't sit back too far onto this box. That box is just there for that depth gauge. If we slid that box away, you should still be able to maintain that balance, and you'll feel that low quad and knee loaded up in this bottom position. Make sure this heel stays on the ground so that we can also challenge that ankle range of motion. On those, we'll alternate. So stand, switch legs, keep this foot off the ground until you've stood all the way back to the top. Last movement is double unders or single unders. Forgot my jump rope at the gym, so I'll just have to talk about them. But pick the version that's going to keep you moving for most of the minute. So if you just now got your double unders and you're breaking up on those a lot, go ahead, work through singles here. We want to keep constant movement over the course of the 12 minutes. We're trying to build a lot of volume, but not gas you with every single rep. So we want reps to be easy to moderately difficult today so that you can continue to move. Good luck on today's Metcon, and we'll see you back for Friday's workout.